This American couple turns into a life of crime to make ends meet. It's the first time they've robbed a supermarket. The husband takes out his son's gun and goes straight to the supermarket. He's Dick Harper. Dick used to work for the large media corporation Globodyne. He lives in a mansion and drives a luxurious car. His family lives happily together, so why he needs to rob the supermarket? Dick is promoted to vice president of communications for Globodyne because he's worked at this place for more than 15 years. He is very happy with his life. The next day,
I believe I can touch the sky. Every night and every cloudy day, spread my wings and fly away.
He is asked on a television program in which host Sam Samuels and presidential candidate Ralph Nader call Dick and Company's employees perverters of the American dream. As they speak, Globodyne's stock value falls rapidly. It and its employees' pensions, which are in Globodyne's stock, are soon worthless. Dick goes back to the company to confront CEO Jack McAllister, but he dismisses Dick's concerns and flies away in the company's helicopter. Everyone, including Dick, loses their jobs, savings, and pensions. Dick arrives home, where his wife Jane tells him that she has quit her job as a travel agent after his promotion to spend more time with their son Billy. Dick breaks the news of the company's failure over family's dinner, but which makes Jane very sad. How can they live now? The next day, Dick tries to assure Jane that he can find another job as vice president. However, over the next few months, he finds that Globodyne's collapse has sent the overall economy into a recession, and thus left it next to impossible to find a new vice president position, as there are large influx of other candidates. Even worse, Jane discovers that because their pension and all of their savings and investments were in Globodyne's now worthless stock, they now have no assets and face possibly losing their home. Dick and Jane then accept low-paying work, but they prove unable to keep their jobs, so to get money, they have their utilities cut off. They exchange the luxurious car for a cheap one. They resort to selling their personal property. The family has their meal at a restaurant providing self-service at low price. Then the whole family goes to the neighbor to take showers. Not long after, Jane finds a new job. She has to test the company's latest product by herself, which leads to her allergy. Unluckily, Dick gets wrongfully arrested and deported, necessitating his illegal re-entry. The family is given a 24-hour eviction notice. Dick, being tired over his family's misfortunes, decides to turn to a life of crime and persuades Jane to follow him. At first, they come to a supermarket. Dick looks fierce and drinks coffee. The moment he is about to take out his gun, he can't find it. It's time to change shift. A big man appears in front of him, which makes Dick very scared, so he quickly gets out of there. There's a man withdrawing money from an ATM. "Give me your money now." To his surprise, it's Dick's friend, so Dick pretends that he's just kidding. The next time he also fails. The old woman gives him tip. Jane asks Dick to give up robbing. "You can't be a robber." But after a few mishaps, they finally manage to rob a head shop. Dick threatens the owner with his gun. Jane comes in hope that Dick can give up. However, Dick says, "What about our debt and our house?" Therefore, Jane immediately orders the owner to give her money. With newfound confidence, they proceed to get better at armed robbery. After a few nightly robbing sprees, they've become more comfortable and professional over time, then stealing from people who wronged them during their job search. And eventually manage to retire their entire debt. They also celebrate a birthday party for Billy. For one last heist, they plan to steal from a local bank. All goes as planned, until the Petersons, another couple formerly employed at Globodyne, make an amateurish attempt to rob the same bank. The Petersons are quickly arrested, and Dick and Jane take advantage of the hysteria to flee to freedom. After watching a news report detailing the arrests of the Petersons and other former Globodyne employees who turned to illegal activities, the Harpers decide to cease their life of crime. Meanwhile, Jack, the former CEO, is very happy now. At a club, Dick stumbles upon the former CFO of the company, Frank. Frank tells Dick that Jack plans to transfer his $400 million. And Jack plans to transfer $400 million to an offshore account. He creates a plan with Dick to intercept the transfer from inside the bank and substitute a fake form, transferring the funds to an account. Things go wrong when Dick loses the form by accident. So they enter the bank to print a new form, while Jack is there making the transfer. But the latter realizes there are incorrections on the form and spots Dick. In a final attempt, Dick holds Jack discreetly at gunpoint and demands him to sign a check, which he does. Jane tells Dick that Jack could cancel the check at any moment, but Dick reveals that it was all a ruse to get the man's signature, and Jane, being an art major, can forge it. The next day, Jack is mobbed by reporters, all praising him for a sudden generosity of his. Dick shows up as Jack's vice president and hands him a prepared statement, which the CEO reads on live television. Jack is shocked to announce that he has transferred $400 million to a trust fund to support Globodyne's defunct pension plan. Jack gets carried away by a cheering crowd. Befuddled. It's the end of the film. Like, share and subscribe my page if you like this video.